it already.
Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. 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 Hello and good evening and welcome to Misfits and Monsters. I am your scary neighbourhood dungeon master Aaron, and with me this week I have less people than last week. Actually no, it's the same amount of people as last week.
No, I wasn't here last week.
But a different retinue of people. Oh, that's a nice beard.
This is our new
dwarf beard you've got there.
Our new player.
Oh, you could pass for a dwarf very much. So.
Yeah.
You, without meaning to be offensive, you've got quite a dwarvish nose.
Lady dwarves have beards.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think you'd definitely be a dwarf cat.
You've got so much. Oh, it's Cat!
Oh God! She fooled us all. Who are you?
Damn.
I don't know who the
Big
hell you
snaz.
are.
It's true. I do have a big snaz.
No.
It's a strong northern
shame.
nose.
It's a strong, proud nose.
No shame here. Don't worry.
It's a patrician kind of nose, you know.
Okay,
I'm
so
determined to make a better beard.
so this collection of geeks here are going to tell you about themselves and their. You look like Lemmy now. That's brilliant. You just need two warts on the side of your face.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
What have you started?
Unforeseen circumstances.
Shitting hell, that's just derailed me completely.
I can start.
Yeah.
I'm just.
We're introducing ourselves.
Man.
Today's a sleepy
who
day
am
for
I?
everyone.
What day is it? What year?
It's 1985, and your name
It's
is
1984.
Jimmy
Oh,
Carter.
God. No, not again. Yeah, so one by one they're going to tell you about themselves and their characters in the form of a rhyme, a limerick, a sentence, or at the lowest possible level, scraping the barrel here, a collection of words. And if they manage to come up with something new that amuses me, they may earn inspiration to use in tonight's session. So
Nobody's vanished.
what is going on with my camera? Oh god, we're having all sorts of fucking problems now already.
It's
The stream is also a tad quiet. I just checked, by the way. You can hear it. It's just a little quiet.
It's a tad quiet. I mean, what the fuck can I do about that? That's the thing. It's like
Turn up your volume.
don't know.
Turn it volume up.
Turn the fucking
Turn the
volume
bass up.
Pump the jam, pump it up.
Bomb, but the jam.
Probably gonna get.
I can't find my notebook.
Probably shouldn't sing that. Might get.
DMC8.
DMC8.
Like Metallica did.
Yep.
That was.
Oh,
Man, I
yeah.
feel like just aborting
Karma.
already. Let's just abort.
Nah.
Don't worry, you can hear it. You can
it's
hear
all
it.
good.
Fuck it, abort.
It's cool. Let's go.
Alright.
Come on.
Don't be.
Come on, let's do it.
Don't be.
Let's do it.
Or
I'm
if
already
we- if
sat
we were
down.
in Canada, reboot.
I already had my yogurt. You can't do this to me.
You already
yeah,
had
who
free
wants to go
workouts.
first?
Committed.
Cool.
Cat wants to go first.
I can. Yes. I've lost my notebook, so I'm just gonna have to
Craig
make it
wants
up
to
on
go
the
first.
fly.
No, I'm still writing mine.
Who's gonna hit?
Shall I go first?
Has go first, and then
Oh
we'll
my
just
God.
like we'll just
Oh, no.
nail bomb
The
it.
headliner has become the opener. It's one of those situations where the headliners insist on going on first and everybody else suffers afterwards.
Yeah.
And the crowd
Yep,
leaves,
basically.
Aw.
being in band.
It's like every roller coaster ever, right? Like you have the first drop and the rest is just like, oh, I get it. Hello, I'm Haz, and I play Bramble. A second more in this maze, and he'll be a wall-side pumpkin paste. Smeared, fed in all plains and realms and caves, it's weird how he maintains those straw-laced veins. Geared, towards not losing his temper, his skin might be pale, but his eyes glow like ember. Revered, is his spell account, don't have him checking down that amount, that will lead to a body count. Pioneered, this group's gross misconducts. At this current time and plane, he's the most foulest of byproducts. Beard, currently non-existent, except the one that makes him appear as a dwarf, but the colour is horribly inconsistent.
Hey! I don't want to go next. Not me.
I might have
Okay,
had that
next.
beard line just as you were talking about beards.
That's great.
Yeah, have yourself some inspiration there, Haz. I mean, I think it's just automatic. Like, I don't even need to say it.
Has
Yeah, you could
yourself
just
some
you could just
inspiration.
say words.
Infinite inspiration.
Max, it's very fucking loud.
Oh.
Ouchie.
Ah. 10%.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, hey, I'm Max. I play a character called Cybert now.
Oh shit, yeah.
Got a little thing. Thump, 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 heavy hooves gather pace, horn rushing to the base, party sweating in this race to a door that's not in place. Thump, 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 louder still the gallop grows, grunting breath heavy sows, stepping up this footstep race as the beast begins to brace. Crash, swing, slice, the beast head rolls. A prize of horns that crowns our head, but wait, ahead.
He's
Thump,
on beat.
thump,
What the
thump.
fuck?
I know!
Yeah.
Oh.
Very good, Max. Very, very good. But you were actually on almost exactly on time with the background music that's playing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
That was weird.
yeah. We shall see.
Well done.
I'll go next if you want.
Okay, yeah. Inspiration for you, Max. Use it wisely, or don't.
Don't
Mine's,
spend it all in one place.
mine's really brief. But yeah, I play Cray, a reptilian bugbear hybrid, and we're battling bovine bastards beyond borders.
Hey.
That's as far as I got,
There we go.
Nice.
and that was like literally 2 seconds ago.
Nice. It'll do. It's good.
Oh dear.
Yeah, inspiration. There you go.
I finally got some
You don't
inspiration.
have to do much to earn inspiration. You just have to do something.
But we had to. But see, we had to lower that bar consistently
I wrote 5 words.
for months.
In fact, Craig, we can't see you. You're like, the camera needs moving towards
I
you.
think it's because I'm on a lip.
You guys need to get closer.
Huddle up. Huddle up. There you go. There you go. You look,
Aww.
no, you look like bro. Okay. That just leaves Pat and Cat. Who's going?
Okay.
Who's got something?
Okay.
I'll go.
Oh,
I
sure.
can go.
Pat's headline.
Yeah, mine's I'm just gonna have to make it up on the spot. But I'm Kat and I'm playing Kayla. She's our tiefling battle mage, and the last thing she remembers is touching the butt of a minotaur statue, and now she hasn't got a clue what's going on because she wasn't here last week.
All of that is true.
You're in the deepest part of the labyrinth.
The cleft.
Yeah. The cleft of the labyrinth.
Welcome to the cleft.
You're in the trench.
The name
Oh.
of my next
All
Oh,
of those sound like terrible punk venues.
Okay, Pat.
You're in the
so-
taint.
thing.
That stinks here.
Down.
The taint, the fleshy front bridge.
Okay.
Bridge.
Sif, half-orc Olmong, hanging out with bullheads and corridors half-lit, trying not to get his skull split. He's been doing cardio all day, getting tired though. Let's hope he gets away.
Nice.
Superb.
Nice.
Superb, man.
Oh.
Yeah, inspiration.
Yeah.
And you know what, Kat?
Good
Have
job.
inspiration as well because you did a nice little recap there with a joke in it. So
Oh,
there you go.
I don't deserve that, but thank
Yeah,
you.
but you said but.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. That rhymed with mine.
Right, so last session, everybody except for... No, Max's characters did both eventually. Touch Minotaur
Balls.
parts
Booty.
and get transported into
That sounds like an aggressive
some other plane.
touching Minotaur.
Yeah, but you've all been transported into a separate demi-plane composed entirely of long, blank, tall white passages where you were, after some exploration, confronted by Minotaurs who were intent on killing you. A few of you managed to defeat some of these, while others were still either running away from them or still engaged in combat with them. So let's resume from there. So Bramble, it's your turn,
Hello.
and you I believe you are still in the midst of fighting or running away from the Minotaur that you're engaged with.
If
So
I
let's-
remember correctly,
Why did
I'm
you
like
miss that?
sitting on the back of his shoulders, right?
Oh, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I tried to, yeah. So I was gonna cast. I'm gonna do a weave check and try to cast a frostbite, and that's come behind my keyboard. That's 22 for weave check.
22. Yeah, that's great. You've managed to
Nice.
connect yourself to
The weave.
the source of magical power in the realms and draw enough to cast your spell, so go for it.
So if you make a con save, I think it does it still have poison from the last time we faced it, right?
It is a disadvantage on strength
Yeah.
checks, yeah, so I would assume
checks, cool.
that's the poison, is that right?
Yeah.
So you had poisoned it, okay.
That is 22 to hit.
That is a hit. Holy damage.
So I'm doing frostbite. So if I'm sitting on the back of his whole head, or the back of his shoulders, I want to put my hands on like the side of his head and cast frostbite.
Okay. Yep.
2d6. That's 18 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack.
Okay, so that damage finishes this thing off, so what happens?
Nice.
Tell us
So,
how it ends.
So I'm saying like a numbing frost forms from the end of my fingers across its like skull and head, and I dig my fingers into its skull as the frost starts to take.
Holy
That's
hell.
evil.
Yeah, so basically its brain flash freezes and then starts to shatter under the weight of you leaning against it and crumbles off the stump of its neck,
Oh wow.
which then starts to obviously like bleed out and spurt with arterial spray, and then it slumps to the floor, splatters the white stone with bright red blood. And you tumble off, and you can now escape towards the exit if you want to, Bramble.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the rest of my movements to run to that portal.
Yeah.
That was at the end of the
So, as you enter the swirling rectangular vortex, you are transported out of this maze system.
Okay.
But we will resume where you end up once the others have
cool.
completed their things. So,
How did you do that?
How can she slap?
Sif, it is now your go.
Okay. Okay. Right, so let's see. Last thing I was trying to do is I was just trying to run the fuck away.
You get around the corners.
Yeah, I go around the corner, but it was running behind me. But now I believe the Minotaur doesn't have his... He doesn't have his weapon because he threw it at me and he missed.
Yes, you're right. I should have made a note of that, but yeah, you are correct.
So I'm going to... So because the Minotaur is currently disarmed, I'm going to make a quick stop and try to and attack it with my spear, since that makes it slightly easier. So it should have been right behind me because its speed was just barely under
so
mine.
you were like 40 feet ahead of it, I believe.
Yeah.
So it was just keeping pace with you, but wasn't able to gain ground, which is why it threw its axe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I should be just by the axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Okay, so I turn around and then I charge at it.
Okay.
Now that I have the my spear and it doesn't have its axe, which was a big ass axe, and I'm gonna try to give it an attack with my spear. 16? Is 16 a hit?
Yes, it is. Sorry,
Sweet.
I fucking spaced out then.
That's okay. I am incredibly boring. Everyone keeps telling me.
No, it's it's just the malaise of life.
I get it. I get it.
Oh man.
So it takes 6 piercing damage,
6 piercing. Okay.
and right. I need to throw a weave check to see if I can do any radiant damage to it. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh.
How is 18?
Ooh. Not good enough, I'm afraid.
Okay.
No radiant damage.
That's cool though, because I'm gonna stab it again.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
You're rolling well today.
Yeah, 25 to hit.
That's a hit. Yeah.
And it sick! It takes 18 slashing damage.
18.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, and now I'm going to spend 1 key to activate my flurry of blows, and I'm going to start making unarmed attacks at it.
Can anyone else smell burnt toast, or am I having some sort of brain?
Yeah,
no,
I
you're
was
not
thinking
alone.
that.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Just checking.
No, you're fine.
Or
It's-
you're all having one at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, our strokes have synced.
What a chance!
Yeah.
Our strokes
It's like periods when you live with people and one of you has a stroke, the rest of the household also has a
A
stroke.
sympathetic stroke.
I don't think.
That could sound really weird, actually.
Oh, I have a sympathetic stroke to you guys every other evening, really.
I always want
Oh my
sympathetic
god, we walked into this.
Yeah, you did.
Yep.
Just
You
like
opened the door and you ran straight through it.
Stop.
Name of your
Stepped on
sex
it.
tape.
Smashed it.
Smashed it, mate. Is 15 a
Waves
hit?
planted the
No.
door.
Oh, sorry. Yes, 15 is a hit.
Dope.
Sorry.
So it takes 11 blunt damage.
11 bludge damage.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
Bludge.
Bludgeoning.
It's my new band, Bludge.
Okie
Bludgeoning.
dokie. Yeah.
Actually, there's a band.
And 17 is also a hit, so it takes another 13
Another 13.
bludgeoning damage. Yes.
Alright.
So we can actually see.
And
More monk stuff.
yeah, I'm good. Oh.
You punch it so hard you ruin its childhood.
Oh wait, I can I can take a bonus action as an unarmed strike as well. I think, yeah. No wait, because my bonus was flurry of blows. Okay, yeah. So that's me.
Okay.
That was good.
So,
How is it looking?
it's significantly wounded, blooded, bruised, but it's still in fighting fit form. So it's going to attack you in retaliation. So it roars and tries to gore you with its horns because it hasn't got its axe anymore.
Sure. Everyone's horny for me.
It's horny for you.
Gorns!
So that
Gorny
is
for
a
me.
15, which I believe is a miss.
That's a miss, my friend.
Yeah. So that's it. That's its turn over.
Great.
And now it's Cray Cray's go. So
Okay.
you were still exploring the. No, you were in the middle of combat, weren't you?
I think I was if I'm with
Yeah, because another one appeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you are actually being confronted by this one that stepped out from a side passage in the corridor.
Oh, and I tried to blag that I was its brother.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, because you were wearing the horns of the one that you cut off earlier.
That's right.
The horns of the one that you killed earlier, rather. Fuck me.
Nah.
Does somebody else want a DM? I can't speak. I can't think.
No, there can be only one. And you were it.
You're right.
Only one.
You are the Highlander. How far away is it? Sorry.
Sleeplander.
At least people watching this will feel better about their ability as DMs. That's presuming anybody is watching this. What were you saying, Craig?
How far away is it from me? Or am I
It
can't
would
remember.
be like a turn of movement away from you. Because you have yet to engage it. So.
Right. Okay.
Fuck off visuals.
And I can't see any turns in the corridor. This thing's come
Other
from.
than what it stepped out from. Yeah.
So I just carry on walking towards it.
Okay.
Will I meet it by the
Yeah.
time? Yeah.
You'll
Okay.
face it head on if you can walk towards it.
And now just say step aside.
And it just bellows in response. You know, just
Yeah.
totally belligerent. Doesn't even appear to understand language.
I'll have to draw first blood then. I'll just try and swoop it into the chin
Okay.
with my axe.
Okay.
Hopefully. Ugh. 14. That probably doesn't hit.
It does hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Because it's
shit.
with Wilson.
Yes.
So you strike him with your magical sentient great axe.
And that is,
Is it actually sentient though? Is it? Sentient to
Well, it's
cray
smarter
cray.
than Grey Cray.
this is true. 14.
That's not.
14 damage.
Yeah.
Is that really a challenge?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I saw you hesitate, and I went for it.
You filled in the blanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And then I'll come at it again.
Or eat.
18 to hit. That's
Yeah,
definitely
that's
a hit. Oh, it keeps nearly landing on 12. It's so annoying. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12. Oh no, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 altogether.
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 of that is fire. How's he doing?
Hang on a moment.
He's doing maths.
He's wounded, but still standing, raging to in response to the
I'll come back down again with
pain.
one more hit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, so nearly a fucking nat 20. That's only a 12.
Okay, so that's a miss.
Yeah.
So it's now its turn, and it retaliates, and you see its mouth froth and its eyes blaze brighter with a red glow as it seems to fling itself into a reckless frenzy. And it slashes at you with its axe, and oh god, that is absolutely pathetic. You've got advantage, and that's even more pathetic. And misses.
You miss, eh?
It's now.
I'll use my riposte to hit it. And
Okay,
miss.
yeah.
16 to hit. 9. 13 more slashing.
13.
Oh, and a D10. Hang on, I'm being stupid. And
And wait, there's more.
Lost my pen again.
It's 18 altogether, Aaron.
18
Yeah.
altogether. Okay.
I will get you with my
Yeah.
great weapon fighting.
Okay. Still standing. However, you have dealt some significant blows to this creature, and you can see bone through some of the slashes you've scored across its
Hello, Freya.
body. It's now Cybert's go and Grogget. So what are these chaps doing?
How far away is the Minotaur from Cyber?
I assume, being as it's taken
What is
damage,
that dog?
according to my notes, that you are in the midst of combat with it.
Oh, I got past it. Actually.
Oh, so
That
you're
was the one.
running ahead of it now, then I would assume, and it's pursuing you. So
Yes. Can I do a an investigation check on the walls just to
you
see if I
can.
can see if
Yes,
I can
please do.
find that doorway?
You're a fairy goblin.
23.
Yes.
Goblin.
Would you like me? Would you like me?
A 23. I forgot to open the page on the spell that I was using as reference.
Freya.
23.
Freya.
Yes. So up ahead of you, as you're powering along to try and
This
keep
is
ahead
the
of the
Zodiac
great
killer.
strides of the bull man. You see a
Who shot Kennedy for him?
side passage on the right hand side resolve into being, and
My pocket.
it's about another turn of movement away from you. So what are you just dashing on your turn?
If I see that at the
Yeah.
end, I will cast Dimension Door to get me to the end of it. Is there a doorway at the end? Are
Okay,
we
so
saying that?
because you're dashing, are you not
Just running.
so you're just running? So does Dimension Door allow you to then go around corners to areas that you have yet to see? Because you haven't looked down the passage yet, you've got to reach it. It'll take you another turn of movement to get there.
Okay, I won't do that then. I will sprint and get into the passage.
Okay, so you sprint and turn, and you can see at the end of this passage, about maybe 60 feet away, there is a glowing rectangular portal that's obviously the exit.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes, and then for Grog, he's wearing one of the heads of one of the Minotaurs.
Yeah. Horn Brothers.
Horn Bros.
And he's still going. "Meh, meh."
Wait, what?
He's trying to do like an echo down the corridor.
Oh.
And he's
okay.
isn't he engaged with another Minotaur at the moment though?
There was one coming towards him. He hadn't. I don't think it's got to me.
Invited to
Because
the
it's
wedding.
taken damage, so you must have.
I threw javelins at it. That's what.
That's right. So yeah. So what is?
Okay,
Grog
I'll
going to
attack
do?
it.
Yeah, you're just going to rush up to it and have a swipe.
Yeah,
Go
fuck
for
it.
it then.
This is some good music, man.
22 to hit.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I heard it.
Positively, absolutely.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to find a D10. Fucking last one I look at.
What was the case?
9 bludgeoning and 3 rage.
9 bludgeoning, 3 rage. Okay.
12.
So that is that. Okay, yes, it takes the hits, still standing, bellows with the pain of the hits.
I'll do another attack.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Yes, that's a hit.
Jesus.
Nice. No, just a miss.
What better?
Yeah, something like that. It's from.
13 bludgeoning and 3 rage.
Yeah, that's from that.
16 will deal.
No, it's Green Ridge.
Okay. Yeah.
19.
Still not dead.
Still not dead, but it's staggered back, blooded, panting like, and it looks like another blow could finish it if you manage to land.
Grog, Grog can do an intimidation check on it.
He can attempt it. Yeah, of course.
He kind of like just claws his hand along the wall, like just like bloodying up the end of his fingers, just like I'm coming for you.
That is the sound of me coming for you.
Okay, make a intimidation check then.
16.
16.
Uh,
16.
yeah, so the beast's eyes widen and its mouth becomes slack with like, and it starts staggering back away from you, terrified.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
It's like, show me how to leave. Meh, meh.
And it just shakes its head, and, and then it turns and starts fleeing away from you, like running
Damn.
down the passageway.
I start chasing it.
Okay.
You feel your
And
alignment change.
I put my horns down already. I'm like,
Be my wife.
I always wanted that wife.
So
look at me. I am the captain now.
it's the Minotaur's turn that you were just facing, and it's dashing away. And as it's running, panting, like bleeding and leaving a trail of blood on the white stone floor in its wake. You see a side passageway open up on the wall a short distance ahead of it, which it skids and turns into, trying to escape from you. So that's as far as you'll get with that, really. It's now my go against Bog. And what were you doing? You were running to the corridor, weren't
Dashing,
you?
so I went 80 feet.
So you're 80 feet ahead of it, and it's also got 80 if it dashes. So it's going to try and catch up to you.
You look really spaced out, bro.
Just do a dex check for me.
Sure.
Oh god, that is... You've got to beat 20.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
So yeah, unfortunately, it catches up to you and attempts to gore you with its horns in a charge. So let's see if it can get you. That's a 19 to hit.
Oh, that just hits it.
Okay. So Jesus.
Ain't no Jesus here.
God can't hear you now, boy. So that is... You take 17 points of piercing damage. You need to do a strength saving throw for me as well.
No. Oh, I'm gonna use my my inspiration to re-roll that because it was a natural one. Can I do that?
Yes, I'll let you do that. That's what it's for.
Strength saving 17.
Oh yeah, you're good. So even though it perforates your side with its horns with a glancing blow, you aren't affected by this. Though it might have worked to your advantage if you had been, but never mind.
Okay.
Ezra is not here, so we go back to the top of the round, and it's Bramble's go. So you find yourself. Let me see what I can describe to you based on where you arrive.
Oh, hold on. Should I be rolling initiative?
Oh, Kayla,
sorry,
yeah.
Kat. Let's have your go now. But yeah, roll initiative.
Cool. Sorry, I was just
bad,
thinking.
see, bad DM making all the
It's just a bad day, man. It's a sleepy day.
Don't worry. 17.
17. Okay. But have your go now anyway, please, Kat. So.
Whoa, what are you doing, Max? Look at that sparkly dice.
He's illuminating
Ah.
his cybog dice.
This is Cybog dice, yeah.
So no. These are not the cog ones. These are
they're
different ones.
Oh.
Oh, you got some cog ones. That's cool.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, let's see. Well, I think the last thing I did is I also touched. Did I touch the statue?
You
touched your butt!
I remember it.
Butt!
Did you not touch it first?
Yeah, you got
Very-
transported
No,
first, I think, didn't you?
Wasn't it Bramble that got trouble?
No,
well,
I got
anyway,
transformed first.
you found yourself in a long
Yeah,
Black white
I've definitely
passageway.
touched the butt.
and what are you gonna do? I mean, the walls are they seem to be at least 100 feet high as far as you can tell, and the
Okay.
ceiling is just a black void
Right.
space, and the walls and floor are made of the same smooth white stone with no discernible features as far as you can tell. And you've got the choice of either going forwards or backwards, or depending on how you're standing, left or right. So
And I can't see any other of the Misfits.
no, nobody else appears to be anywhere near you, and this passageway just goes on as far as the eye can see.
What's happening?
Being entertaining.
I'm gonna move forwards then. I'm gonna progress ahead of me.
Okay.
very confused.
So do you want
Maybe
to...
I'll call out. Actually, no. Can I call out for Bramble? Seeing as I think Bramble went in before me.
Yeah.
I'll say Bramble.
Oh no.
Down to nothing.
Just echo.
Ramble.
Oh, thanks, guys. Uh oh,
Oh, Max.
we lost Max.
Oh
Said my name too much.
It's because he was
He's back, he's
dicking
back.
about.
Of course.
That's what dicking about does. It interferes with Discord.
Oh, hello.
Now he's sideways.
So now you're sideboard.
Sideboard.
Oh,
Sideboard, yes.
well played, Pat. Well played.
What a bit of comedic action there by me.
Visual
Oh,
comedy.
dear.
Cat, you call for Bramble. You hear
Yes,
no
I call out.
response, and there is no echo here either. It's like the walls just absorb sound.
That's weird.
Well, they dull sound. They deaden it.
Okay, they like absorb it. Got you. Okay, well I'm still just gonna progress forward, seeing as there's nothing else I can see.
You're having a stroke.
Okay. Do you want to make any kind of checks or anything while you're in there?
I'm just gonna do a general Arcana check, because obviously just to see if I can find like a source. Because I think we did an Arcana check on the actual statues, and I could sense it was magic, but not anything specific. So I want to do an Arcana check, but kind of see if I can sense the same kind of feeling, like anywhere, basically.
Yeah. You can go ahead.
Mhm.
But you've got to do a weave. Well,
Oh, we've
'cause
checked. Yeah.
you're using magic to sense magic. So
Yes. It's cool. It's cool. Well, that was a natural 19, so I think hopefully that's okay. Plus.
No.
Is it 20 only pass?
Yeah. So,
Wow, it's so high.
in this area.
Is there no wait a minute? Is there a? I can't remember if we get a plus on this. Do we get a plus on this, or is it just a straight roll for the?
No,
weave check?
you add either your spellcasting ability modifier or your Arcana modifier, depending on which is higher
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
Okay, so it was it'll be 27.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
a natural
of course
19.
then. Yeah. No problem. So you draw power just enough to be able to send out some feelers into the area surrounding you, and this entire
26.
environment just radiates extremely powerful magical energy.
Just like people yelling at me from all angles.
How it appears to you is if you were looking at it with like magic goggles on, is that everything is composed of like swirling and interconnecting complex tapestry of magical threads, just like hair, like a mustache, like a braided mustache of magic. So you suspect that this plane is a magical construct of some kind.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it didn't help with which direction I should go, so.
Nope.
Yep. Just gonna move forward still.
Okay. So it's
Hang
now
on.
Bramble's go. So Bramble, you find yourself deposited in another cavern area, and this area's got a 20-foot high ceiling with the usual stalactites and stalagmites like dropping down and rising up from the floor.
Okay.
And
Stalactites
The-
and stalactites.
the ground is strewn with stony rubble, which under your feet shifts and makes you slip slightly. So you suspect that this would be difficult to traverse quickly. And in front of you, roughly about let's see. Sorry, bear with me. Maybe about 10-15 feet away, there seems to be what looks like to you and in your experience a beholder floating near a pair of 15-foot tall menhirs, which are
Oh,
composed
shit.
of a semi-transparent crystal substance. And imprisoned in each
Jesus.
menhir is some form of winged figure that you can't make out the precise details of.
Okay.
Well, we're
Tread
fucking
I'm gonna-
Wait,
carefully.
it's what Bramble's seeing.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the closest is a standard mic that goes up. I'm just gonna hide behind it. I'm like, nope, fuck.
Nope.
Yeah.
That situation
And,
got bad.
Sorry, that's what you're looking at as you were deposited out of the. Like,
Okay.
Like that's what you've passed through. The portal is suspended between these two menhirs containing these winged creatures, and this gas spore is floating like 15 feet in front of you.
That's too close.
But at the moment, it has its back to you, from what you can tell of it of its.
Slowly back away.
Does he have any movement?
Yeah.
Do you have any movement left?
Back through the wall.
Yeah, no, I do have movement, but I
Take
don't know.
chances
Is the
with
portal
minus
behind
ones.
me?
Yeah.
Well, you just came out of it, right?
Yeah.
Like I've
and
deposited.
those crystals are those crystal
Literally
menhirs
what
are
I'm gonna
what
do.
the portal is
I'm gonna
suspended
go
in.
around the portal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
but
hide
it-
behind the portal.
But as you turn and look,
Behind the
it just like
No. Oh, fuck.
it condenses into just a wisp that
Yeah.
disappears.
Collapses.
It collapses. Yes, that's the word I was struggling to find.
Shit.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
Okay, well, he hasn't noticed. He hasn't noticed me, so I'm gonna hide behind the
Oh, he hasn't
closest,
still. Okay, okay.
closest stalagmite or.
Yeah.
So it's 24 high cavern, and it's looking at these. You said these chambers, is it?
Yeah. So behind you is the crystal menhirs containing those winged, indistinct figures that the portal suspended in front of. About 10, 15 feet ahead of you is this floating sphere that resembles a beholder that appears to have its back to you. And then to your right, there is a passageway that leads further into another complex of cave systems. And then behind the floating beholder figure is another wider, larger cavern passage that turns to the right as well. And also to your left there is another exit. So you've got a choice of 3 exits. One on your left and 2 on your right. A narrow one and a wide one.
Let me think. I guess Bramble, noticing no one else is here, but noticing that he probably, like no one was also in the maze. He's probably okay. Everyone's probably gonna get deposited somewhere around here. Because they're behind me, these winged creatures in the crystal. I don't want to walk up to examine them, but I want to see if I can, like from where I am, can I just study them to see like what they are? Do I recognize them?
Yeah, you can inspect them by all means. What kind of check are you going to do?
Well, I guess an investigation
Inspector check.
Inspector check.
Adult detective check.
Yeah, adult detective check. $24.
24. Okay. So looking through the opaque panes, not panes. What do you call the sections of a crystal?
Facets.
Facets. Good God!
That's
We'll
it.
get there, Aaron. don't worry.
I'm a writer apparently. I'm a by profession.
None of us are anything today.
I'm a gelatinous glob.
Yeah, the facets. You see that this creature resembles some form of demonic entity. It has wings. It's got all the typical feet, horns, claws. Let me see if I can give you more precise details. Hang on.
Do any of them remind me of Sif's metal
Alter ego.
Jet.
alter ego? Yeah,
Future.
Badger raccoon.
yeah.
Question mark. Question mark. Question mark.
Metallic raccoon.
Mecha Godzilla.
But no, because it has a more broad, like I guess, porcine quality to it. It's not like a thin, spindly, bat-like demon. It's more like a winged boar man.
Flying pig.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my god. This is the end. Flying pigoo.
But it doesn't look like anything you've ever encountered before.
Yeah, Bramble was just like, nah, fuck that. But that. Yeah.
Can you
So
go back
the-
through the portal?
No, the pool's closed.
Meow.
Oh,
you don't.
okay,
You don't say meow. You say woof. I'm forgetting that.
I'm going to. Since it hasn't noticed me, I guess the passage to the left of me is closest, right? Right. Which passage to the right? Which one's closest?
To
you wanna
your
draw?
position, the passage to the
Are you a good artist? You're pretty
The
a better
narrower
artist than
passage.
me.
to your right is closest. It's about 15 feet. No, 20 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sneak over there. Like choose a stalagmite that's got it. Nope, 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 nope.
Okay. So, go ahead. Are you going to attempt to do a?
Yeah, I'll do a stealth
Stealth check?
check if you
Okay.
would like. That's 17.
Hang on. 17. Okay. Yes. So you skulk past this floating sphere ahead of you, which resembles a beholder, into the passageway without disturbing it, and you enter this narrow passageway, which you see travels in a twisty-turny fashion, at least maybe somewhere between 70 and 80 feet into another area. You can't tell where it comes out. You can't see its end. You just know that
Okay.
it travels that far into the distance ahead of you.
I think I'm gonna try. In this passage, I'm gonna keep myself as low to the ground as possible and watch what this beholder does, because I guess Bram was kind of interested in like what's going on. Why these creatures in this crystalline kind of like chambers, and why did I get? I guess Bram was kind of curious what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So he's gonna sit and just lay low and do a bit of a recce.
Okay. Right. So it's Kayla's. No, you had your go. It's Sif's go. Sorry.
Okay. Cool. Hold on. Let me just quickly change tabs. Right. So the Minotaur I am currently savaging doesn't look so healthy right now, right?
No.
So-
looks like it's heavily wounded, starting to flag, but it's still enough of a threat for you to
Wow.
take lightly.
Let's quickly switch back to my spear and spear him up. So he gets a critical failure from me,
Oh no!
which I'm going to
Oh.
maybe
What are you gonna do?
roll again.
Use your inspiration. Yeah.
Usually
Fuck that.
Hey.
And 24 is much better. 22 even, because that's a hit, right?
Yes, that is it.
Sexy. And it takes 13 slashing damage,
13 slash.
and then another hit is also a hit because 26. So on top of that, it also takes 7 slashing damage.
7. Okay. Yep. So these hits stagger it back. It almost drops to a knee, and it's barely holding itself upright. Blood's pouring from its frothy mouth, and it's just like.
Okay.
And it just seems like it could drop at the touch of a feather. It's barely holding itself up right now.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna use my bonus unarmed strike then. And 22 is a hit, right?
That is a hit.
Cool. So let's find a d8. That's a 6 damage.
6. Okay, so you hit it again. It staggers back, spits blood, but it's still on its feet.
Oh. Well, I'll get him next turn.
Okay.
I'll
and
get you, Penelope.
it like sort of composes itself like, and it attempts to. It hasn't got the axe, has
Nope.
it? So it attempts to gore you with its horns. To one last frenzied attack
One last hooray.
and misses
Hey.
completely.
Too bad. So sad.
Oh.
You should just peace out before you walk into that, you know, enter backwards into that photo. It's like, for you.
Cray crits your go.
Oh shit.
Come on, Freya.
I was fighting the guy. Yeah, I guess off the back of him attacking me, I'll swing at him again. 17.
It's a hit. Yes, that's a hit.
And that's 7, 8 slashing.
8 slashing.
And then a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
9 slashing.
9. Okay.
How's he looking?
Those cuts like just open up his chest up almost completely, and so there's like, just skin hanging, like bleeding profusely, and it's heaving and coughing up blood. It's barely holding itself upright, just
I've got one
like
more
the
attack.
previous Minotaur.
17 to hit. Keep missing these 12s. 4, 9, 10.
10. Yeah, that ends it. How do you finish it off? Tell us what happens.
So after all that, like, you know, like a flurry of like slashes, I just like crop its legs out underneath it.
Oh yeah. So
it's
you just
like-
its legs just buckle and break, and it falls to the floor and smacks its head and just lolls back dead with its tongue hanging out the side of its mouth.
Oh.
Got
And the
him.
light in its eyes just dims.
And then I cut its tail off and put it in the bag of holding. And I take its
I'm
horns.
gonna make some oxtail soup with
Yeah,
that
take
later.
its horns. And I pick its weapon up and put it in the bag of holding.
Don't forget the tongue.
Did you kill
Its
another one?
great axe, you've got its horns.
Great axe, yeah.
You've got its tongue and its tail.
Tongue and tail.
Tongue and tail. So, what now? Are you gonna move?
Yeah, I'll move. Is that a great axe +1 or is it just a great axe?
It's just a great axe.
More of a meh.
I'll move forward. Yeah.
Okay. You doing anything else on your turn?
Can I see anything? I mean,
No. Again, it's just, other than where the passage that this Minotaur entered into your corridor, it's just blank expanse.
I'll just
of
keep
walls
moving,
and floor.
moving forwards. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is that it?
I don't know if we can do anything else. Yeah.
Okay. It's now Cybert's go.
Okay, I can make it to that doorway in my movement if I
Yeah. Dash.
if
Yeah.
I sprint. Yeah. I go and try and open the door.
Okay. It's not a door. It's a portal, and you just run straight through it. And as you are dematerialized and then rematerialized in another area, you find yourself. Bear with me. Just gotta find the description for this. You find yourself standing in a 2-foot deep pool of ooze,
Oh no.
and in front of two 15-foot tall standing stones topped with a lintel carved into the symbol of an arrow. and the spinning like vortex held within a rectangle of this gate collapses as you watch it into a moat that then puffs out of existence, leaving you stranded in this area. And as you turn around from that site, you see ahead of you there is a huge squid-like vessel sitting in the water of like a pool held within the center of this huge cavern, which opens out from the smaller cave that you're standing in this gloop within. And this, hang on, good God. It appears to be nearly 300 foot long, somewhere between 50 and 60 feet wide, and it's a huge vessel. Let's see what else I can tell you. At the fore of the ship there are tentacle-shaped rams and 2 circular windows of transparent crystal which resemble the eyes of the creature. And on the upper deck you can see that there are ballistae mounted upon it, which are obviously used to repel or attack enemies. And what else can I tell you? And it sits in 5 foot deep pool of ooze, which is similar in colour and viscosity to the ooze that you're currently wading in.
Why is it always got to be ooze?
And this cavern that houses this vessel is immense, with the ceilings sort of going from, in areas from 30 to 50 feet high. And it doesn't have any sails or oars. It's a strange vessel that you've never seen the like of before.
Oh.
I mean, Max knows what it is, but Cyber won't. It's a nautiloid. Do I see any portal?
What do you mean?
Any
by
doorway?
Well, it's the end of the cavern that you're standing in is basically like an open doorway, which you can see out into this larger cavern space beyond, and see this vessel sitting in the water about. It's like 150 feet away from you, something like that.
Can I see any extra details, or will I have to get closer?
You'd have to get closer to learn anything further about it.
Okay, I'm going to, because I am dying. I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds on myself at higher level.
Aren't you a robot now?
Because he's
Magic.
got a broken heart.
So you wouldn't need to use mend.
Yeah.
No.
That's right.
What? Mend wouldn't work. It's like one.
Or something equivalent. You know what I mean.
It's Cure Wounds, but it's mend.
You gotta rename it to
Mend Rust.
self-diagnostic.
Self-repair.
Apply,
I mean, how would you
on your,
how would you balance the spell mend with trying to heal?
Basically, the point of how a Gearforged or Warforged works
Like
is the healing spells that they would use are just like equivalent, like repair sort of functions or something. That's what it would be.
Nick and dent.
Okay. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Are you trying to sabotage me, Cat?
Screw fix.
Screw.
I want us all to lose.
26 for a weave check.
Yes, that's good. You can connect to the weave to do what you want to.
Autocar repair. Autocar replace.
Oh God. The advertising.
I will do it at level 4. So what's that? 1, 2, 3 levels higher. So 4.
I'm sorry, Max, but your current operating system does not have this spell repair. To
You
upgrade,
don't.
please
You
buy.
don't have enough RAM.
Please download the newest content for $4.99. You should have like DLC for your robot.
But my C drive is full. I don't have the space to download it.
You don't have enough memory for this action. Substance designer needs to close.
Yeah.
14.
True.
16, 17.
Would you like to download the extra new brush pack or attack pack? For fun.
I get 23 HP back.
Okay.
DLC
So you
is
you
back.
perform magical repairs on your damaged systems and chassis.
Cool. And then I will walk to the opening into this larger room and see what I can if I can see anything else.
Okay. Nothing else resolves itself of it that's of interest. There are obviously stalagmites and stalactites rising from the ceiling and rising from the floor and down from the ceiling. The pool starts just outside of the short passage opening, leading out to this larger area, and it doesn't appear to have any corrosive properties like some of the ooze
Good.
you've encountered in as of recent times.
Okay, and I can't see anyone in this next cavern.
Nope,
Any creatures?
nope. But
Like,
do a perception check for me, just
Sure.
to see if you can.
I use my big metal dice. Got that like barely rolled. Perception. Oh, my perception's not great. 13.
13. Yeah, you see that the ballistae mounted upon the upper deck of this vessel are manned by large, indistinct figures. You can't tell what they are, but you can see that they are like sitting behind them and kind of slowly roving in a sentry-like.
Oh, no. Okay. Fuck. I wait for a while and see if anyone else turns up into my area.
Okay.
I'm in your area.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Teaching bitches how to swim.
it's now Groggett's go. What is he doing?
Grog's chasing the other guys. He's gonna follow him down the passageway.
Yeah.
Does he see a doorway?
So as the Minotaur is desperately like scrabbling to get away from Groggett, that you see a portal opening up at the end of this passage, and the Minotaur sees it and it's like and it tries to put on a burst of speed to enter it. So could you do a dex athletic, well actually no, it'd be strength athletics, wouldn't it? Do an athletics check for me against the Minotaur. Oh, that's miserable. That is miserable. That's a 3. You're going to beat it no matter what you roll unless you fumble.
Don't
Well,
never say
I'm
never.
good.
Strength athletics. 28.
Okay, so
There
yeah,
we
you'll
go.
easily catch up to the Minotaur. What do you want to do to it? You're on it like, "Roar!" Like you could literally just grab it, or you could run over it. What do you want to do?
I wanna grab it by its horns and then like steer it into the wall. You know, like in Avengers, like the first Avengers, where they steer the big fly creatures into the
Yeah.
buildings. I want to do that and just like run it in and then run through the portal with it.
So
No.
just do another strength check to see
Sure.
if you can do this, like to steer it.
23.
Yes. So yeah, you easily like take hold of the horns and pivot it into the wall where it smashes its head, into the surface, cracking it and leaving a bloody print. Can you roll 2d8s for me, please?
9.
And that's 13 in total with the mods. So the thing's head is just cracked open as the horns snap off into the wall, and its head just goes smashing into the stone and basically brains itself. It's dead, and that portal is now flashing and swirling at the end of the passage, awaiting your.
Okay.
Okay, I pull the Minotaur's corpse with me through the through the portal.
Okay, so you're just
Nice.
dragging this broken horn, broken body.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Minotaur through the, dragging this. There's like a smear of blood on the white
like
stone
how-
floor as it's dragged behind you, and yeah, you
I like how you have
disappear
nice sound.
into that
It's almost sonar.
rectangular vortex and are transported elsewhere.
Okay.
And you find yourself deposited. Let's see. Roll a d4 for me, please.
sure. 1.
Okay, you find yourself standing in front of the same. Where is this damn thing? These same 15-foot tall standing stones topped with a lintel carved into, which has got a symbol of an arrow carved into them, and you're standing in like 2-foot deep pool of ooze, and so you've ended up in the same area as Cyber, but you don't know that yet. And you see the same things that he saw, like a larger cavern visible through the opening at the end of this smaller cave, which opens out into this immense cavern that features this bizarre vessel sitting in a pool of ooze in its centre.
I like seeing myself in this ooze. I was just like, does it ever end?
Endless ooze.
Are
It's
we-
always
yeah.
ooze.
Existential grog.
He's on his own. He's got to think for himself. Dangerous.
How did I get here?
Okay.
Is it ooze all the way down?
Grog just sits in the ooze. He's just like, nah, he's had enough.
Okay, it is
Just
now
rubs ooze all over his skin.
Bramble's turn.
Damning. Give me a second, I'm gonna see if I can
Okay.
try and cast it. What can I do? What can I do? Okay, I'm gonna try to go see where this chamber leads me, I guess, for now, because no one's. I've been here for like, I don't know. How long have I been here? I guess a minute?
Few minutes maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but no one else has materialized here, or nothing's happening, so I'm probably gonna go down this passage, see where it leads him, but, you know, as quietly as possible.
Okay, so you reach the end of that passage after a few minutes of travel, and you find that it dips down into what becomes a wide, fast-flowing culvert of like an ooze-like substance, and
Okay.
across from you, directly opposite you, on the opposite bank of this culvert, there's another passage opening which leads further away into another complex of caverns, but you can see there are a number of exits on the opposite side leading to different areas, and then there's only 3 visible to you as you peek your head out, and you don't know how strong the current of this thing is without testing it in some form.
Yeah. Okay. I did have a spell that I could try.
I'm not looking at that very obvious spoiler.
So what do you want to do, Bramble?
Hmm.
Radio
I guess,
silence. What's going on?
And I'm trying to think, because like I thought maybe I'm sure I had a spell that was similar to message. Can't seem to find it. No, it doesn't matter. Thought I saved this. I thought I had that spell somewhere written down, but poop. Okay.
Yeah, poop. Damn pooping.
Gumbo!
Okay, so look, Gumbo. Looking around me, besides this one going down into the goop that's flowing, is there any creature that I can see? Like,
There's
looking
no
around,
chance of it slowing.
I don't know.
For the
You
gloop
know
is
where
growing.
it's going. So you're here, Bramble. If you look at the map that I've
Oh,
just
the
brought
map.
on Roll20,
This
this is what you're doing, and these are the passages opposite across the flowing culvert of oozy liquid that you can see, and obviously you can see that this culvert goes further to the right and originates from further to the left in a larger cavern system.
What on earth is this thing that I can't see
Yeah,
because it's a spoiler?
I'm going to. And how far is it? Like, I'm not jumping that, am I?
That's probably about 40 feet, 50 feet to safely cover that distance.
Travel that. Yeah, I was gonna cast fly.
Okay.
Who's that? Oh shit.
See if I can fly across it and have a look and see what's on the other side.
Move towards the...
How far long does fly last for?
Oh my
Is
god,
it
cat
10
ass.
minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, nice. Yeah, you can do this without issue. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because the Bramble just like, I don't know where I am, so I'm just gonna try to fly over. Oh, it's a goodie. I'm just gonna do a weave check real quick.
Oh god.
No,
let's hope
no,
22.
no, no.
Flash it.
Yeah, that's good enough.
it.
Yeah. You connect to the weave. You can draw the magic to power the spell.
Cool. So I'm gonna try to fly over to, I guess, the only one I see close to, which is the one opposite me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fly over to that this area just to like, you know,
Yeah.
see what's. Because that's the only ones I see, right? I'm not seeing like this
Yeah.
yet.
You
Like,
can't
unless I
see
turn
any
back
further
after seeing
down
it.
or up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So I'm just gonna cast fly over there and have a look.
Okay, so that's your turn over, I would say, because that's you use your movement to get to the end of that passage,
Yeah,
and then
cool.
your action to fly over. So
Oh, before I fly over, I was just gonna, because this is like a bit of a. Bramble's just gonna pull out like on the entrance of where he is. You pull out like, I don't know, some of his straw and just drop it, so he, like, you know, if he returns to this place, he knows like, oh, okay, that's the cavern that I just came from.
okay. So, what is it? Is it like you're leaving breadcrumbs almost?
Yeah, basically just with
Yeah.
a straw, because
Yeah.
that's the only thing he is.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Right, sorry, I was just checking something. So, Kayla, it's your go. So you're in this vast expanse, well, this narrow but endless expanse of corridor. What are you doing?
So I can't see anything, but just a straight corridor.
Yeah. At present, and that you
At present.
you could try doing things if you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna Can I like run as I'm walking? Can I just like run my hand along the wall?
Yeah.
Just trying to like
And
feel for anything.
yeah, and as you run your surface along the wall, it has like a smooth plaster-like texture to it, so it's cool to the touch, and it has like a subtle granularity to it, so it's not entirely smooth. It has some pitted sort of quality that you can feel as a texture underneath your fingers and palm.
Okay.
And it's identical. The floor is the same as the walls. It's like this smoothish stone, white stone, and on walls and floor.
Oh. Can I just travel a bit further along to see if there's any signs of like doorways or anything?
Yeah,
Like, if it is literally just.
Yep.
And
So as you travel further along, it's just more of the same. Just a seemingly endless corridor.
I'm gonna cast a firebolt at the wall.
I'm gonna fast
Okay.
travel at the wall.
I'm gonna fast travel. No, I'm gonna cast a firebolt at the wall. I don't know what else to do. Is this all stuff you guys did last week and no one's?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
We just tried killing the Minotaurs 100 times.
So,
But there's no minotaur. I can't see any
Um,
minotaurs.
so yeah, roll an attack, please, against the wall.
For an attack against
You miss.
That was 26.
Yeah.
20.
So you hit a specific area that you were aiming for. Note without issue. Roll the damage, please.
Magnet. Damage, mate. Who's that?
damage.
11 fire damage.
Okay, so you blast and shatter
Scorch
a
the
good
wall.
crater into the section of wall, which crumbles out and it's scored and blackened. And as you do this, you hear this bellowing roar, and a minotaur about
Oh, I attracted the minotaur.
80 feet away from you emerges out of a side passage, turns
Oh,
towards
it
you
was a side
with
passage.
blazing red eyes and starts charging towards you with its horns down.
Oh, hey!
He's like, dude, what did you do to my wall?
Oh, it took me ages to plaster that.
My favorite
You just to
wall.
get that perfect, man.
So that's the end of your turn. Sif, what are you doing?
Okay.
Okay, so my friend the Minotaur is not looking so fresh, right?
No, he's in a bad shape.
I'm gonna
He's-
keep
looks
beating
about ready
him.
to drop.
And beating him. And beating him. Yep. So that's 20. Well, 29 is definitely ahead, right?
Yes,
Oh, I was afraid that's a
absolutely,
miss.
definitely.
So he gets punched some more. So he takes 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
Is that
and
enough
that
to
finishes him? Tell us how you end his existence.
So as he tries to gore me, I dodge, grab his horns, and with a sickening crack, I break his neck.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah. So it's like, and its tongue lolls out, its eyes dim, and it just collapses onto the stone floor, bleeding out of the previous wounds you've given it.
Cool. I go up to its axe, I kind of put it on my shoulder, and I keep walking left. Because what else am I gonna do?
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Need to
Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm just gonna keep. Well, actually, it's mostly just wearing a loincloth, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
Few
not.
spotty bits of like hide armor, maybe.
So I'm not gonna try to like check it for things because I just assume that it doesn't have anything.
Yeah. It looks like a pretty primitive creature, as far as you can tell. It's probably unlike the Minotaurs you may have encountered
Right.
in the world.
Curiosity takes over you and you lift up the loincloth.
No.
Whoa!
How to make a
No
long
one's
whip.
around. No one will know.
Who circumcised him?
2 tails?
3 legs?
So that's it. You're just strolling on.
Yeah, I
With
guess.
your
I mean,
pride.
there's nothing else that I can see, right? Like having a look around, there is nothing else for me to fight.
Endless corridor.
So I
There's
just-
no other Minotaurs as yet.
So we go
I
and
just
you can
shrug
have a look at
and keep walking.
Okay.
So now I have a great axe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cray Cray.
What do I do?
Your turn.
I was also just walking and onwards, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I'll just carry on. Yeah. Looking for any openings that Minotaurs pop out of.
Okay. What do you do?
Is that perception, I guess? 19, 20. Non-natural.
20.
Yeah.
So ahead of you, you see a passageway resolves itself into sight, and as you look down it, you see that there is a door shining and swirling. At the
Oh
end of
no!
it,
A
portal.
door!
Yeah. Well, it's a portal.
I'm going to die!
Yeah.
You're fucked now.
Can I reach it in...
Not on this turn.
I'll just walk towards it,
Yeah.
gulping.
Cyber, you're in the larger, immense cavern, looking at
Yes.
this humongous vessel sitting in this ooze pool. What are you gonna do?
Did I hear anything when
Do a
Grog came through?
perception to see if you heard Grog.
No.
Okay, so no, you didn't hear his moan as he arrived and found himself in another unpleasant environment.
I mean, seeing that I'm on my own, I don't know where anyone is, and I'm hurt. I'm gonna. Can I do like a short rest?
I will allow that, yeah, if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll some hit dice back because I'm low.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I imagine Grog will at that point start to like move up and explore, and they might sort of meet.
Yeah, he would probably
Meet
see
by the
you
entrance.
sitting there just in the entrance of that passageway, resting against a wall. So, I mean, roleplay this however you want, really.
Grog, so nice to see you again. Hello. Are you real? Meh. What are you doing? I need to recharge. Goodbye.
Who's dead?
You've changed. You used to be more fun. Now you're just metal and wood.
Meh.
Meh.
Does Grogger want to rest? I mean, seeing that Cyber has just kind of shut down and to recuperate, what would he
Yeah,
do?
I think he'd stick by because he knows that he's safer in numbers.
Okay. So yeah, by all means, you can roll to recover hit points with your hit dice and a short rest with those two if you want to.
Sure, I will do that, thank you.
So we're back to Bramble's turn. So Bramble,
Well, I found that spell.
you.
That I wanted.
Sorry,
oh,
say
sorry.
again.
No, I found that spell. It's called sending, not message.
Sending. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
you're over the other side now, and
Yeah.
you see that this shorter passage, which is about 20 feet long, opens out into a much larger cavern area, and ahead you can see just like a small side section of what appears to be some large vessel sitting sailless vessel sitting in the in a small pool of the similar ooze-like substance that was flowing through the culvert that you've just crossed over.
Yeah. Cool. I want to examine the ooze-like substance. Can I do like an Arcana check or something on that?
Of course you can. Yeah.
What is this? Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
This is unlike the oozes that you have encountered previously, but it shares the same kind of qualities other than it's not corrosive.
What colour is it? Because I actually don't know what colour it is.
It seems to be a bit of it's kind of like a bit of a mix of things. It has a greyish sort of quality to it. Like it's formed from several different substances that have blended together and are not distinct from each other.
Is it similar to the ooze we saw from the ooze people?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So I know it doesn't have any corrosive or potentially. Can I do a medical check on it as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that is a 19.
19. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I will tell you about the ooze is that it smells foul. That's one thing that I can tell you.
Very much.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you can learn from this stuff.
Okay.
It does emit a magical aura, so it's of magical origin or is from a magical source.
Cool. Can I take a sample in like a jar or something?
Yeah, if you want to,
okay.
you can take a sample
Yeah,
of
maybe-
this brown grey ooze.
Maybe
Oh, Bramble fell into the cesspit again and he's playing chemist.
Yeah, I am playing chemist. Like, now maybe some meter can analyze it. Like, what is this? What is this meter? Or I can feed it to York.
Are you
They can taste it.
are you travelling further into the larger cavern?
So I still have fly, and what I
Yeah.
want to do is I want to like stick to the ceiling. So I'm just gonna like
so
meander
hover through the stalactites kind of thing.
Yeah. Because I'm worried about like what's below me. I'm like, oh dude, there was a fucking beholder there. What the fuck's in this cabin?
Yeah.
Oof, true.
So that's why I was like, no one ever looks up, right?
So it's a 30-foot high ceiling and it's domed in shape,
Okay, cool.
with the stalactites arrayed, forming down from that. And obviously the thing of the most interest to you from this vantage is this vessel that you can see a section of in the walls, through the walls ahead of you. So that would be these are walls basically, these three areas.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm gonna try and fly. Let me just have a look at the movement because I think it's the same as 60 feet. Okay, cool.
Okay. Kayla, your go.
Are you muted? Cat, you muted.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Oh no.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
here
we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I don't have the charger cable. Crap.
It's working.
Everything is lost. Oh, it'll probably go off again in a minute. Okay, mine's not running towards me. I'm
Yeah.
going to. Has he reached me yet?
He's charging towards you. He has not reached you
He's
yet.
charging. Okay. I am going to throw some scorching rays at him then before he gets to me.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'll do my check.
This bish.
25 weave check.
Yes. More than enough.
Cool.
Your spell.
Probably, that would have happened eventually.
Oh my god.
Scorching Ray number 1 is 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Cool. 9 fire damage.
9. Right. 9.
Das ist verboten!
Uh,
Deine Papiere bieten. Bitte?
19 to hit.
that is a hit.
Well,
That was 7 fire damage.
7.
And another 19 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
And that was 6 fire damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So the beast takes those hits, and you can see it's clearly wounding it, but it's not arresting its charge as it's still thundering towards you, bellowing with its horns lowered.
Okay, and I'm gonna use my bonus action then to get out my whip. How far away is he?
He's probably 40 feet away from you, I guess.
Oh, okay, maybe not then.
How long's your whip?
I think it's a 15-foot reach.
Yeah.
A whip crack from his tail.
Just a whip. Watch me nay nay.
I was gonna go along the lines of
you know the guy who made that song is now in prison for like murder.
Nice.
Who?
Nice derail.
Half the films I've watched, people are in prison for doing no dodgy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like some lame ass rap song.
Is that it then, Kayla? You're done for your turn? We can't hear you again.
The guy named Silento. I mean, Silento now he's in
It's the
prison.
battery. Sorry.
Yeah, is he in prison? Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going to move.
Yes.
I'm gonna like.
Oh,
Oh, she cut out
went off
again.
again, cat. Put it in the chat.
I'm going.
No, it's proper run out now.
This could be 16 all over again.
Do you need a whiteboard or something? Do you know,
16.
like, you got a notebook? Oh, okay. So everyone has to translate what a cat sentence is. Here we go. I'm going to move backwards. That's how cat sounds.
Do it. Mime it out for us. Mime it out.
I'm going to move backwards.
Yeah, you got it. She's moving backwards.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh yeah! Are we playing Matt? I mean, what's it called? The thing. with the
Charades.
stuff. Charades.
Charades. Nice.
So that
Excellent.
he did have a
Excellent.
charge
Okay.
with murder in the shooting.
So Kayla moves her speed, which I would assume is 30 feet, and that keeps her out of the distance of the Minotaur's charge, which is you can only do 40 feet in this turn. So it's like 30 feet away from her, basically. So Sif, it's now your go, and
What happens to Sif?
so you stepped through the portal, didn't you?
What portal?
Oh no, you didn't. No.
What portal?
No,
Are
he
you-
was walking along.
this
the
some
path.
kind of a-
So you're still walking along.
Is this
God,
some kind of a spoiler?
I'm getting mixed up with who's gone through where. So you're still traveling.
Oh,
down
so
the
all orcs
corridor
look
with
the
the
same
great
to you now.
axe over your shoulder.
Right. Looking
what are you
badass, not looking at it back at whatever explosion I might encounter. Well, dude, there's literally just an endless corridor in front of me, so
There is.
I just keep walking through the corridor wondering what the fuck is going to happen to me.
Okay,
Can I do a perception check?
you can.
I have no idea where that idea came from.
Where did that the meta whisperer?
I shall do a perception check.
The meta ghost.
And it's fucking nothing, it's 7.
I am the meta ghost. Can you hear me? I'm on your stream now. What did you get?
7.
No, you see nothing.
I got a
It's
head in the
just
box.
Endless corridor.
Oh.
Found a dick in the box.
Cray Cray. What happened?
Oh.
Did you step through a portal?
No, I was walking towards it. I couldn't
Yeah,
get
so
there.
you're at the end of this turn. You can make it to the passage end where the portal is swirling in front of you.
Yeah, so I get to it and like look at it, look back at the corridor,
And turn around.
and no, I sigh. Okay, and I just walk through.
Okay, roll a d4 for me, please.
D4. I hate rolling D4s. D4 damage. 4.
4. So you emerge in the same area that Bramble arrived at.
Okay,
Ouch.
okay.
Was so the portal closes behind you, and you turn around as you hear the swoop as it
Yeah.
disappears, and you see these crystalline menhirs.
Oh no, man has everywhere.
Containing these winged porcine demonic figures like encased within them. And then
Men hairs.
as you turn around to look at the rest of the chamber, you see this beholder-like entity hovering about 15 feet away from you.
How big is it?
It's beholder size, so it would be like a large floating orb,
That big.
like bobbing up and down. And there's an exit to your right, an exit to your left, and then behind the beholder, there's a larger passage opening that leads into another area. So there's a narrow passage on your right and a wider passage on your right, roughly at the same level as what seems to be a beholder, and then a passage on your left.
Can I do a sniffy check?
Yes.
22.
Okay. So from the passage to your right, you get this foul-smelling odor emanating from there. But you also, what did you get? 29.
20. Oh, what was it?
Well, it was over 20.
I
But
thought
you
it
can
was
also
22.
smell Bramble's scent, like coming from that. So he's
Crazy.
recently been travelled down that area.
Which one's the?
The narrow right-hand side passage
Okay,
directly to
I
your
will, like-
right.
Carefully head that way.
Okay.
I guess stealthily.
So do a stealth check then if you want to
Oh, come on.
avoid being detected.
I just rolled 17 again. 25.
Yeah. So yeah, you exit without disturbing that beholder-like figure ahead of you, and you make it to the end of that narrow, winding cave passage where you are greeted by the sight of a fast-flowing culvert filled with horrible-smelling brown-grey goop. But ahead of you, you see two openings on the opposite sides of the cave wall, sort of bank.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do, greeted by that sight?
How far across is it? It's like
It's about
40 feet, I thought it was.
40 feet wide at the point where you're looking at it.
Okay. I mean, the other day I swam through a sewer, so I guess I'll
Well, we weren't playing games the other day.
I'll put
IRL?
I'll put my nosegay on.
You what?
A nosegay from the dung sweepers to stop bad stinks. It's like a plague mask.
Right. And that's the specific name, is it?
Yeah, nosegay. And I'll tentatively start wading into it to cross the other side.
Could be worse. It could be a nose bonk.
Oh.
So you swim across.
Now
So
that is
Yeah.
a
can
terrifying
you make a
figure.
strength saving throw? Because as you enter into this
Oh, is it-
viscous goop, you feel the current is actually very strong, and it starts to like tug you along with it. So you have to make fight against it to swim through.
It's 15 altogether.
15. You are lucky. So yeah, that's it's just enough. You put some extra effort in, and you claw your way over to the other side and enter into that passageway directly opposite the one that you exited from. So
Yeah.
that's your turn.
Cool.
And I would say that from there you can see that it opens out into a larger cave system that features a smaller pool of that same substance, and you can see some kind of glinting large, like
Vessel.
vehicle or vessel that's
Yeah.
visible through a section of the wall at the end of that larger cavern's end.
Yeah.
So that piques your interest.
Cool.
Okay.
That's probably all my movement anyway.
Would you be able to see me in like the top corner, just skulking like
He probably won't be able to see you from where he is yet until he emerges from that.
just see me in the corner, like.
Okay, it's now Cyberbert's turn. So you've recovered some hit points from your short rest, I assume.
Yes. I power back on and
Power nap.
I try on my old voice modulation.
Grog! It's me! Well, it's not what you think I am. It's a version of me that's also a robot. Where are we? Wait, I know. I don't know why I'm asking you. You're probably more confused than I am. We should go into that room, and you should come with me.
Okay. Come on then.
Riveting.
Real role-playing action.
I'm two people.
No, and then Malaric's there.
Apparently, like role playing with yourself is like a big no-no in like the guides towards how to
Wow.
role play. It's like you avoid role playing with yourself or letting the DM role play with too many NPCs.
He's role playing himself
It's
in
like,
public.
We break all these fucking rules every session. We've had time travel. We've had role playing with ourselves. We're doing all the wrong things. Chris Perkins would be very disappointed.
You're impressed. No.
Yeah, so nothing much has changed in the sort of hour I've spent resting. I imagine like people would have gone through the space at that point. So shall I wait until like
Yeah,
something
to see if
happens?
somebody else joins you. Yeah. Unless you want to explore. I mean, don't sit waiting if you'd rather just do something.
I mean, if I've been resting, I would prefer if there was like a bigger group of us because I feel like this room might be problematic.
Yeah, I mean, you could also assume that as Grog has come through this portal, someone else might also come through it any minute. So yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of like I fall back into the so is the whole cavern full of ooze or is like there dry land around the edges?
There's a small section. If you look on the map, there's a small section of sort of that's slightly raised stone floor that is not a puddle of goop.
Right.
So it would be this bit here. Like that's dry.
I don't know if I'm on the right page. I'll refresh.
Oh, I can just see where you are.
Can you see me pinging?
It's the white stuff.
Yeah, that's
Terrain.
stone.
We got.
That's
Yeah.
stone.
White
so
stuff is
anything
stone.
white is stone.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We kind of both sit back where we were, like on the dry bit before the portal,
Yep.
and see if anyone else comes through.
Okay. Right. Kayla, your go. So you're still being chased by this Minotaur.
My method just keep running backwards and flinging spells.
That's probably the best way of doing it.
Keep the distance.
That's pretty much what I did. I did the opposite. I ran through it using Misty Step. I was like, nope, can't catch me. And then I slammed spells.
Methods.
And the cow.
Down.
What's that
Okay,
shit you'll be smoking?
got
That's
another.
the-
Screw it. Let's do another. I'm gonna do Scorching Rays again because I have got a spell slot. Oh, should I save some spell? Okay, no, I'll do my Firebolt cantrip. I'm gonna do my Firebolt cantrip.
Nice.
So 21 to connect to the weave.
Yes, that's fine. You can do it.
I can do it. And then 18 to hit.
That is a hit. Yes.
Cool.
Jesus, this radiant's hot.
You're hot.
Oh. Ooh, that was a good roll. That was 20 fire damage.
20. Nice. Okay.
Got a 9 and an 8 on 2 of
Yeah. So it takes those hits, but it's still coming.
them. I can't reach it with my whip, and I also don't want to get close enough that it can hit me, so I guess I'm just gonna keep running backwards, seeing as this corridor seems to go on forever.
Okay.
It's pretty much how it happened with us.
This is the greatest cardio corridor ever.
Okay, so the Minotaur puts on a burst of speed and dashes at you with its horns lowered. And is going to make a gore attack at you with the charge. So
Oh no, he caught up.
that is a nat 20. I'm sorry.
Oh,
guys.
no.
Oh my god.
Shitting heck.
Re-roll that character, come on.
So what's your next character gonna be?
Okay, so good grief.
Do you know how much health I had
Fairy
the last
princess.
in that last battle? I had 10 health and I was on my own, so I was just going to die.
Oh man.
Yet here you are.
You did it.
Yet here
Oh,
I
no.
am.
I'm running low as well, but I neglect to use my vampiric touch. When I find Kurgan, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna siphon life from him. I'm like, oh hey, Kurgan, give me a hug, vampiric touch.
I dropped dead.
Oh no, what happened?
You are evil.
You take 48 points
Oh.
of piercing damage as you are gored on its horns as it catches up to you and charges into your body.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I might get knocked out if he hits me again.
But you get up again, because they'll never...
And that's its turn over. Sith, your go.
I do a perception check.
Okie dokie.
Hey.
22.
22. Okay.
Do I see anything?
Ahead of you, on the left, you see a side passage resolve itself out of the surface of the wall, and as you look down it, you see that there is a glowing rectangular portal at its end, which you can attempt to travel through.
Well, I see
On
no
the
other
next floor.
choice, seeing as this corridor seems to go on forever.
Okay.
So I stupidly go through the portal.
Yes. So roll a d4 for me,
Oh
please.
god. One.
1. So you manifest in the same area as Groggot and Cyber.
Oh no.
You see them sitting on the stone floor in front of you, but you're ankle deep, well, you're shin deep in a puddle of goop, and
Well, shit.
you're standing in front of a henge-like structure as the portal collapses and disappears, and you see that there's an arrow carved into the lintel section above you, and obviously. Cyber, Groggot, what's your response to seeing Sif deposited in the pool of goop behind you?
It took you ages. We've been here for like a whole hour. We had milkshakes, and I've changed my voice.
You had milkshakes around this cesspit.
Yeah, well, I didn't drink them because I'm a
Yeah, how would you
construct
even
and-
drink that? You don't have a mouth anymore.
How do you know it's milk?
Whose milk?
Minotaur.
Man milk.
It had the consistency of milk, like a thick milk,
A viscosity.
curdly milk.
Okay, moving swiftly on. Do you know where we are?
There's a tentacled ship in the next room, and
I like how you keep calling a cavern a room. It's just like, in my experience, all caves are rooms.
These are all rooms.
This being cyber, this is the only type of structure I've actually seen. All I've seen is caverns. I just think that's a room.
Yes.
My ocular sensors are defined by caverns. I kind of feel weird when I go into like a tavern.
I
It's
humor
like
him.
10 foot.
Sure. Okay. You mean a ship with tentacles?
yes. Also, we were just waiting to see if anyone else turned up.
Did you have a look around yet?
No.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they have people with like ballistas looking at us, so we have to be careful of what we're doing.
Are we part of the same band of adventurers? What's that C word you just said?
Careful.
Careful.
Carefully.
I suffered a large amount of damage, and my gear cortex is still repairing, so I am not in the best frame of judgment at the moment.
Well,
String error 001451111.
He's fine.
well, you know what? I might as well sit and rest with you guys. So I sit down next to them and I cast on myself a wholeness of body, which returns 45 HP.
Holy shit!
Okay, nice.
That one's a
Cool.
Yep.
That's fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking monks. What can't they do?
Cray.
Love.
Hit
Oh.
if they're
Yeah.
Sith.
Yeah.
Heal
Well,
us. apparently.
it's true. It's so true.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Again.
I'll
At life.
I'll continue following the scent of bramble. Oh, I'll probably see some hay put down.
Yeah, you probably see a trail of hay.
I pick it up. I start picking it up.
I say hey.
Oh no, he's dropped hay! I'll pick it up.
Got a wonderful kind of day.
So I've got like a bushel of hay.
A bushel.
A bushel.
Emotional.
Are these 10-foot squares, Aaron?
Yes. 10 foot.
13.
Aaron, can you not make them 5 feet?
No.
I guess I'll stick to cover though. So 10.
I refuse to break the rules of this map.
Wait, where
Don't
was
break
I? 10,
the oath.
20, 30, yeah. I get to here-ish. Around here. But I'll try and hide behind this, like, is that stalagmite?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not holding that mouse.
So, Bramble, you obviously see Cray enter into this area below you.
Okay.
Do a perception check if you. I mean, to be honest, you just see Bramble hovering up there.
Yeah.
Unless, are you making an effort to hide Bramble, or are you just like floating there?
Oh no, I tell you what I'll do. I'm like a fucking a mosquito. I just like watch him, and then like the second he like looks up at me, I'm like, and I just stay perfectly still. I'm like, and then my arms twitches a little bit. Like, can you see me? I don't
What are
know.
you doing?
I just kind of away from him.
Brabbo, what are you doing? Hiding. Why are you hiding? I'll start looking at the ship, I guess.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't. I rolled a 1.
Nah.
Okay. So you can't really make head or tail of what.
A
this
mosquito goes into my eye. Ow! They've got
Dust
mosquitoes
from
in the
stalagmite.
future. This future sucks. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Thing... Okay. I mean,
I've gone my full range of movement as well.
Oh,
so-
okay. So, Cyber, Grogger, it's your go. What are you going to do now that Sif's joined you? You're just going to stay there and wait for a
Oh.
bit?
I take hide as an action.
Take hide as an
Yeah.
action. Okay, yeah.
I think we should probably like scout around a little bit and see what we can see.
Okay. So you, Sif, and Grogger are going to do that, yeah?
Well, I mean, I'm literally covered in blood because I just finished that fight. So I'm resting for a minute, but you go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we can say that obviously we all rested together.
Mm.
Okay, sure.
Um,
Very well. I'll join you. I'm suddenly doing a voice, even though I didn't before.
it's contagious.
I sound like
Huzzah!
I say! Hast thou made a decision?
The medieval monk.
Yeah, I moved to the entrance into the new the next room, cavern,
Yeah.
if you must,
So
a microwave.
So as I described before, this huge, sleek, squid-like vessel is without sails, is sitting in this shallow pool of goop.
Are you sure that's a ship? It doesn't have any sails on it. Or, I'm now doing Ezra. Are you sure that's a ship? It doesn't have any sails on it.
I am detecting inconsistencies with your voice.
Shut up!
He's a scroll.
I am tired.
Are
Do
the
you
tentacles
think
moving
that
or
is a
anything?
ship?
Is it?
No,
I
Is
do
that-
not see any sails on it.
they're basically, they act like a ram on the prow of a ship. They seem to be a similar sort of structure to that, where
the
they're very
tentacles.
rigid and solid and
Like a Roman.
menacing looking. Yeah.
Ship,
Like
yeah.
if this ship
How
was to
how
ram
deep is
another
the
vessel.
ooze?
The ooze around the
How
ship
deep is your ooze?
is about, I think it's 5 foot deep at the deepest point.
Oh, okay, so good.
Yeah, 5 foot deep you estimate from looking at it.
Okay, I'm gonna move. So when are the blisters like training across the horizon, or are they just
Yeah,
static
I mean
and the
those,
people are?
those you can see that the figures manning them are definitely sentinels. They're scouring back and the area back and forth. So if you want to avoid being spotted by them, you're going to have to make a check of some
Yeah.
kind.
Is it dark around the edges of the cavern?
It is not lit, so unless you've got dark vision, you're not going to be able to see.
I don't know if Cybert has died. I imagine he doesn't, because
What as a gear
I don't know.
forge? Do they not have dark vision?
not as like standard.
Oh,
It
right.
wasn't
so
on the character.
unless
Where'd
you
you get that
produce
upgrade?
light, then you can only just see like this. This thing is barely outlined from the ambient light that's coming from some of its porthole windows. Then I would say.
I don't think Grog has dark vision either.
I do.
We went from our entire party to having dark vision to me to like none of us having it.
Well, because you're a gear forged gnome, I would say that you do, because gnomes have dark vision, so that's a given. That's something I will allow.
Okay,
So
if
make
you
a note
say
of
so.
that. I do
I
say
will,
so.
I will say I have vision of darkness.
Mm.
I say to Sif, I say
Run to the stalagmites over there, and see what you can see. See if you can see any other people. I can see 3 people on the top there, on the manning the weapons. But we really need to know if we're outmatched or not.
Oh wait, you're talking to me.
Yes.
Okay.
You weren't fucking listening.
I wasn't fucking listening. Sif.
your character wasn't listening. Now you have to interpret what I just said and make something up.
Fine, I'll have a look. I believe that you meant that you want me to see how many enemies there are on this ship.
Oh God, no!
I have a look. No, so yeah.
No, I didn't say enemy. I said friend in me. Friend in me.
Friend? Oh shit! Did I say that? Yeah. So I'm gonna look as well.
I said I need a pee, not to look for enemies.
Is that's roughly what you meant? I have a look. I do a perception check.
I'm not saying it again.
19.
Okay, so yes, you spot those figures manning the ballistas atop the upper deck of this vessel, like clearly swinging back and forth on sentry duty. Is,
I turn to Sif and I go.
To tell.
They look like pirates.
But they look, judging from the distance and the size, like you estimate that these are large creatures of some kind. Well,
Do
They
they
are tiny,
look
bigger
like
than
the?
men, but smaller than groggots.
I believe they are
They're
tiny
big
for
men.
now, but they will get bigger as we get closer to them.
Ah, yes.
Perhaps even bigger than you. Or me.
Do we don't recognise that they're any particular species or creature
Not
type?
from this distance, you can't tell.
They're
They
bigger.
look humanoid, and that's as much as you can
They're
tell.
bigger than humans, so they could be orcs
Large humanoids.
or.
Well,
Does
What was who are those guys?
Broad humanoids. Sorry to correct you.
Sure. Didn't we fight?
Girthy.
Who did we fight in on the way to the?
Yeah,
here.
the ballistas, those were hobgobs.
They were hobgoblins,
Hobgoblins?
Yeah, perhaps they are hobgoblins, just like the ones that we fought before.
Hobgoblins don't tend to have like weird squid ships. Typically, I mean, we are in the future.
Well, nothing has been typical since we came to the future.
Accurate.
Other than our actions and failures, and
Well,
the craftsmiths.
And doors.
There's no
Doors.
doors here, so I think we're gonna win.
Probably. I think we can take them. What if there's a door to the ship, though?
Don't jinx it.
I think I can.
do
jump.
the tentacles provide cover if you went up to them? Do they block line of sight?
They could do if you were underneath them or walking around the side of them. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run. Both of us are we're gonna
Sif, Sif, we're going now. Quick,
Fine.
follow.
Okay,
God.
so
Can I do a stealth?
Stealth checks then, I would assume. Yeah.
Cool.
So you've got to beat 10.
Oh, 13. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank fuck.
What did you get?
natural 20 on one and
Nice.
Doesn't say.
stealth.
We got all two of them.
Oh, dude, that's no.
It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
8.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
Jesus.
Is that for Grogger?
Yes.
So you
Stomp,
two, like
stomp.
the Cyber and Sif, skulk stealthily up to the nearest tentacles and take cover behind it. But Grogger is just lumbering along, and he's kicking and losing his footing on the rubble-like covering of the floor, and one of the ballista sentries, you hear one of them say something in a language that none of you understand. Oh, actually, do you understand Goblinoid? Do you?
Yes, I do.
So you hear one of them say,
There's the strangers approaching. Halt there, stranger, unless you want to be fired upon, identify yourself.
I think we're burnt. Do I talk to them?
what does Grogger say? Because he's like been caught out in the open, like stumbling.
What do we do?
towards
Because
the,
I guess we're hidden, like me.
you're
and
hidden.
Seb.
Yeah, they don't know that you're there.
Okay, so
Grog just goes,
you don't understand what they said.
yeah, I'm just like,
Wait, don't ogres speak Goblinoid?
Actually, ogres should speak Goblinoid, shouldn't
they speak giant because they're giant
Ah.
kind.
Yeah, you're right.
I just go,
Yeah, he's right.
friends.
Friends? Question mark?
Friends.
Do a
Can't understand. Are they even gonna be able to understand them?
do.
Do they speak common?
Yeah, they speak common.
Yeah.
Do a persuasion check, I guess.
Can I do a kind of persuasion with intimidation because I've got the
With intimidation?
Intimidate? They're on ballistas!
because I've got the Minotaur head
Nice
on
try,
and
but
I'm
no.
okay.
I guess
just
you
like
do look at
it's-
sight though.
Oh, look at that face. Go on.
Corpse head.
Ooh.
Go on.
Go on then.
What did you get?
Oh, she fumbled!
You know what? I rolled a 1 as well.
Double
so-
fumble.
You
We're
hear
friends.
him say in Goblinoid to what the other these companions on the other ballista say,
He says the friend raised his arms in surrender. Don't look too much of a problem. What should we do? Should we get the boss?
and
I
you're
say this
hearing
to Cyber, so I'm like, just let's see what happens.
The guy says,
I concur.
the guard says in common to Grogget, having heard him shout, friends in common. He says,
State your name. If you're our friend, then we'll report your claims to the boss and see if he'll give you entry.
My name's Grog the Ogre. All one word.
Groger then. Groger?
Okay.
Is it Grog or Groger?
Grog the Ogre.
Grog the Ogre. Right. Okay, you stand there. Stay there, don't move. These boys are going to keep their weapons trained on you. I'm going to report to the boss, see what he says. If you move, they'll shoot you. Right? You understand? Stay still.
Okay.
I'll be back in a moment.
and he leaves his ballista, and that's where we'll leave it for tonight's session, I think.
Okay.
So,
good,
yeah.
good spot.
Failing
Okay.
forward yet again.
Yes, we don't need to kill everyone. We just like doing it.
I'm going to die in this corridor, and you guys are never going to see me again.
That's what I've already assumed that, Cat. That's why I've moved on.
You're done.
Until
Kayla's
each
done
until each
well.
time we'll be like, oh, where's Kayla anyway?
Who's Kayla?
Just like,
Why is nothing on fire anymore?
I've like turned up with like 4 minus.
Why do I feel so much more safe?
Oh shit! She's leveled up.
Cool. Right,
You fuckers left me.
thanks for playing, everyone. Thanks to anybody that
People know who you
endured
are.
this till the end. We appreciate it. I hope we were entertaining.
I think we was.
Sorry for telling people to turn their fucking volumes up, but really, turn your fucking volumes up.
Yeah, if I could reach in and just turn it up for you, I would.
We can't do anything about the output volume, I'm afraid. There's nothing we can do.
Everything is maxed.
But thank you, regardless. Has anybody got anything they want to shout out about, like promote any Kickstarters or anything, or any events happening that anyone's got anything to?
Oh yeah, I'm going to this gig next week.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you what, Danko Jones are doing a live stream.
Oh really?
Yeah, if anybody's into some full-on rock and roll,
Oh yeah. Old
Danko
school-
Jones
old
or a
school rock.
rock
Canadian
and roll.
rock group. I mean, it's heavy rock. It's not like
hot.
it's not like status quo. It's
Ugh.
got some edge. It's got some bite. It's got some bollocks. It's got some
It's got some.
knob.
It's got some flim flam.
But it's also got some melody.
Ginger.
Yeah. So I can't remember when that's happening, but if you search for Danko Jones live stream, you'll find it. And they're doing one that's for the States and one that's for Europe. So they're going to be in 2 different time zones.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's cool. There are some Kickstarters happening, and off the top of my head, I just cannot remember what they are. I'm sorry. Andrew Carwood's Monsters of the Wilderness is in its last few hours, I think, if that's still going. And he's consistently produces like a series of excellent like monster manuals that are themed towards different environments. And this is the latest one. Is it Wilderness, or am I getting that mixed up? Anyway.
I'll find it.
Look for that. That's
Monsters
worth of
of the
supporting.
Ah, yeah. Got it.
Is it Monsters of the Wilderness? Have I got it right?
Is it Monsters of the Wilderness, Oswald's Curse, is it? I can't see there's a play button over it.
I don't know. It just put Carwood, C-A-R.
Yeah, it's Carwood Publishing.
Yeah, that must be that. Okay, yeah. So
I'll link it
please,
in chat.
if anybody can afford to support that and get some cool new monsters to use in a specific environment, please support that. As he's always been very supportive of our stream and stuff that we've created in return. So yeah. can't recall anything else that's going on because my brain is just made of fudge.
Check out the new Suffering Hour album called The Cycling Reckoning if you like black and death metal.
Yes, definitely.
I'm sure all of you do.
Well,
Yes.
most of us do.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, Cat's always on
I
about the
will-
black and death metal.
Yeah.
So is
Max
Max.
plays it to his kids.
Yeah, can't shut up about blood incantation and all
Well, I've
those
got
other
the
Yes,
Bang
I love all of those things. Ooh.
Oh, Dungeon Alchemist.
Oh yeah, the Dungeon Alchemist Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yes, is that still going?
AI-powered map mapping software for tabletop RPGs. It's got 7 days left.
No!
Yeah, cool. Yep, support that,
See
please.
this one.
Yeah,
This
man.
one's so cool.
That'll do, I guess. So,
Yeah.
credits for today's session. I've been using a lot of royalty-free music, which has mainly been sourced from bundles on Groupies. It's by various artists, and what I'll do when I post this video to YouTube is I'll list all the packs and composers that they originated from, because we're not going to be using HDK music anymore because we just keep getting copyright warnings from YouTube and Twitch. So even though they gave us permission to do it, it's just too complicated because there's no nuance to the algorithms that
We
host
still
this.
love their music.
But we love HDK,
it's
Heimat
good.
der Catastrophe. They're a brilliant label of retro synth stuff. So please
Use it for your own
support
games.
them. Go find them on Bandcamp and Facebook and delve. But anyway, the products that I've been sourcing various elements from on this part of our campaign are these, which are available on the DM's Guild. So there's Rogue's Law by Kim Gjersøe, Meeting Mechanus, and Talos Unleashed, and they basically deal primarily with settings and creatures and other game mechanic aspects to do with lawful powers and lawful creatures in the plane of law. So they were very helpful for me in constructing this lawful future that the Misfits have found themselves thrown into. I also have adventures on the DM's Guild that I would be very grateful if you would support me and purchase, because it helps keeps clothes on the pets. I don't know what the fuck. One of those is the blood
Guy
ties
clothing all of his pets over here.
Cat's
Look at
always
this
wearing.
sweater my dog is modelling.
The dog is.
Courtesy of the support of generous support of people that bought my DM's Guild adventures. Fucking hell. Anyway, the Crimson Well is part of the Blood Ties anthology, along with 13 other excellent sort of horror and blood themed adventures. So please check that out.
How many pages is
You're
that,
not only
Aaron?
supporting me, but you're also supporting other creators on the
Billions
DM's
pages.
Guild, and that also features artwork by some of the Misfits. And then there's my solo written adventures, The Fox and the Fae and Craftmas with Gremlins, and they also feature contributions as from some of the Misfits too. And then I believe, what else is there? Then there's these supplements slash modules: Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which the map we were using today is sourced from, as well as some of the adventure elements. Arcana of the Ancients, which is all about sort of fantasy mixed with magipunk kind of techno magic creatures and settings and rules, and Ultramodern 5 Redux 5th edition. Both of those are available from Drive-Thru RPG, and that deals with like modern and future set scenarios, as well as weapons and armor and things like that. So if you want to do that for your campaign, then please find those supplements and purchase them. And that's enough fucking blather from me, because to be honest, my mouth is not working properly today. So I'll just wait for this to take its time in flipping back to the game screen. Come on,
Flipping back.
come on, you can do this. It's chugging. It's chugging. There we go. Woohoo! So until next time, which will be next Wednesday, 8 PM UK time. Be safe, be kind, be creative, and play RPGs. Say goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.